What's going on, guys? So we finally got the white Sierra tuned, the LSA swapped Sierra. It's been a while, I haven't posted, and I took some time off, but I'm going to get back into the videos. The reason I'm holding this is this was actually holding us back and a little bit of other issues that the truck was having. So we took the truck to get tuned once, and the mass airflow sensor was maxing out. So basically, I don't know if you can see there on camera, but these things are like purple now. This is the stock factory mass airflow sensor from the truck, and the truck had to be tuned on speed density then because of this and a couple other things, but the truck is now tuned on 91 and on E. So the first time we took it, it put out 612. I can't remember the torque, but it was 612 horsepower. But the truck wasn't really drivable yet because we were having issues with the idle, and the truck was even overheating because we were on the freeway and there was like so much traffic that we were going too slow, and the idle of the truck wasn't too happy. So it was kind of hard to drive, and I mean, it got to a point where, you know, we were probably going to hit somebody, but we ended up switching out the mass airflow sensor for a LS3 style card, and we ended up taking it back to get tuned. The truck put out more power, 642, I think it was 558 foot-pounds of torque, and well, now it runs and drives, and I can drive it now. But we also had to get a custom intake tube, or modify the intake tube we had to something else to fit the other sensor in it, because this is all plastic and the LS3 card sits right in the tube. So I'm going to show you that next. But like I said, this is the old mass airflow sensor, and this originally sits on this side with the intake tube, stock intake, and you know, obviously that box don't go there. But I had this too fabricated locally, and here is the LS3 card. I just had to repin a couple wires, flip them around, and it was working. Apparently right now the filter is off because I'm running into an issue where this coupler, it's smaller than the tube, so it looks like probably with the heat this has been melting. Well, I mean, it's an aluminum tube, but the coating it has on there, so I just need to get a bigger coupler for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put this back on. I'm gonna fire up the truck. The only other issue I had when we first took it to get tuned was the tensioner. It bound up, and like you can tell, a piece right here, a chunk is like missing. So it came and slapped this bolt, and it actually shared the pin on the tensioner, and it broke the actual belt in half. It didn't snap it, but it got cut in half. Luckily, right there where it gets dynoed at, there's a what is it, a Can-Am side-by-side shop, and one of the guys there was able to help me fix the tensioner. He put a new pin behind it, and he had O'Reilly's come down and drop off a belt, which is not this belt, it was just a regular black belt because it didn't have this belt there. But I ended up warranting out the belt that split in half, and this is a new belt now. So I ended up buying a spare tensioner for it, and I still have a black belt in the truck just in case it happens again. The only thing about it is, on our way to go get it tuned the second time, when I took it, it was fine here at home, but when we got up there and popped the hood, the belt was kind of riding outside of the tensioner pulley, which was the new tensioner. So the part number from this one, that one is the same, so I don't know what changed, or maybe the thickness, I don't know, but I had to change back to the old tensioner, and the belt's been fine since. But the truck did make, like I said, more power. It made 642, and you know, I'm really happy with that because my goal was anything over 600 I was going to be happy with, and it pretty much exceeded my expectations. As much work I have put into this truck and whatnot, from engine swaps to transmission swaps to, I mean, you name it. And it's just one of those things that when it's finally done, you're so happy and glad that everything finally is working out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this filter back on, and then we're gonna go ahead and take it out for a spin. I might upload the video, a little video, part of when it got tuned. It wasn't long, but I'll probably throw that here in the video as well. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put this filter back on. Just check over everything real quick before we go out on the street. I know right now it's like we're in Arizona. We just got rained on a couple days ago, so it's humid. It's about 106. Where I'm making this video right now, but yeah, it's pretty hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that, and then we'll continue from there. All right, so I already put the filter on. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. I would say let it warm up. Well, I need to get a little bit of temperature in there, but it's pretty dang hot right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move this truck out of the way, and then we'll continue from there. I could just do standing burnout, like me just gutting it, I guess, without holding the brake. Alright, so we're back home. We had to like get over here real quick because there was a car coming pretty fast around the west side. And she was out there, so I hurried back to pick her up, and the car was just sitting there. So I don't know if they were going to call cops on us or they were there to watch, but we had to take off because we don't want no problems or nothing. But yeah, obviously it's a short video of the truck. Like I said, it put out 442 the last time we took it to get tuned. So it's tuned on 91 and on E. Right now it has E, but you know, obviously I could switch to 91 or E anytime I want. And the only thing that sucks about it here is we have one pump that's in Casa Grande, and it's the Circle K off of I-10 and Florence Boulevard. So I tested that there, and that's E54, and all the other guys that have posted of the content, it has been E54 for like the longest time, which kind of sucks. But I do have 2 5-gallon fuel jugs to fill up anytime I go to Phoenix to get better E out there. But yeah, I mean, the thing's definitely monster. I don't know what's going to give out next. I'm thinking transmission, even though it's a 6L80, or the diff, or the drive shaft. I don't know. Something's going to give. You know how that goes. It's the fact that it goes to the next weakest link. As far as the truck, I've had the trucks for how long?
7, 8 years?
Yeah, about 8 years. It used to be a work truck. It was used. It was regular height. And I started modifying the truck probably a couple months after I got it. And then I cammed it, the 5.3 I had. Did transmission, swapped to a 4L80. Did a 6.2 swap. Did the LSA swap. Did the 6L80. And it has a 2-piece drive shaft out of a 03 extended cab Silverado. So yeah, it's been through several modifications, and obviously it's not a useful truck, I would say. So
and everybody wants to buy it.
yeah, there's several offers on it, but I can't sell it. I got too much into it, and I think it's not so much the money. It's one of those things where you get a sentimental value into something. And yeah, so I don't know what's next. I mean, obviously I'm good with that. Like I said, I was expecting anything over 600. It put out really almost 650 to the wheels, and I couldn't be much happier with that. But yeah, like I said, we'll see what goes next. Go from there. So also I've been off YouTube for a minute. I took a break like I told you guys earlier, and yeah, I plan to get back on it now. So in the process of me being off, we got the lift installed. We're still need to put the hydraulic oil, wire it up, and put the extending arms on it, and a couple other things, but it's actually standing up. Concrete's done back there and everything. The orange truck, remember I swapped heads, cam, so the heads are on, the cam's on. I pulled the harness off because I was gonna clean it up. It looked like horrible. So I went through the whole harness over again. There was some wires that when we worked on the harness, for some reason we left some wires in there that weren't even hooked up to anything. So I'm glad I went through the harness, but yeah, the harness is done. I gotta put it back on. I gotta put everything back on, the headers on and everything. Get that fired up and go get it tuned. But I'll probably just make another video later on of that truck. Maybe when I fire it back up or something. I don't know. So, like I said, probably somewhere in between this video I'll put a little clip of it getting dynoed. It wasn't much. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and record every single pull on the truck. But yeah, so there she is, 600 plus horsepower truck. So, if you guys have any questions about anything I've done to the truck, I don't know, I might do a Q&A video here soon, because I've had several questions about transmission. I might as well just do a Q&A video later on about the truck, and several questions that have came up, and yeah, so once again guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers, and stay tuned for the next video. See you next time.